Ah, what's going on, everybody? Ah, welcome to Bucko's Locker. Welcome. Let's get this party started. Ah, Bucks Gang 101. Once again, everybody, this your boy Isaiah coming to you again from Bucko's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, and share all the videos. And make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. And if you like the live streams and the uploaded videos, please feel free to donate if you want to. Shouts out to all the bandits. How's everybody doing? Shouts out to all the pirates and everybody across the Bucks community. Across all social media platforms. Everybody feeling good out there today? I mean, been mighty quiet around the Bucks neighborhood. Like everybody okay? Everybody feeling good? You wish Ryan, Malcolm, King Cook, Emmanuel, Severin Hips, Chili Will. I see all y'all out there. I see all the bandits and the shooters out there and the pirates. We going to talk about. This is a quick turnaround, folks. Didn't really get a chance to celebrate the victory against the Chargers. But hey, a victory is a victory. And quick turnaround, we got a game on Thursday. Going to Chicago, the Windy City. Big city, too. That's a big city. Chicago, if you haven't been to Chicago, go check it out. Preferably in the spring and summertime. Maybe fall. But in the wintertime, stay away. Cedric, what up? Eli, B. Black Gods. TB times TB12. What up? Hey, man, we can talk about all that, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna touch that right now. We gotta focus on what's at hand. Remember, folks, the goal this season is to stay focused. Let's not get sidetracked. I mean, if you want to talk about things, if I know you're frustrated about some things that's going on in the Bucks community, in the Bucks fan base, things that's being talked about, but that's not the goal right now. But let's talk about this game coming up Thursday. The Chicago Bears on Chicago. Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Chicago Bears. Thursday Night Football. Interesting matchup. Both teams are 3-1, but if you look at it, the Chicago Bears 3-1. That really doesn't describe their team. Their team is a weird team. Chicago's a weird team. I would say that. What up, Edward? Kenneth? Chicago's a weird team. They're very tricky. 1 minute they can be really good and look good, and the next minute they look like crap. We're going into this game, 3-game winning streak. Feeling good. Everybody's feeling good, and the team has some adversity. I ain't gonna say adversity, but they have some things they got to fight through. Just like every other team across the league, everybody's dealing with injuries. I know people are concerned and has invested some time in looking at the Bucks injury list. Two notable injuries. Of course, everybody's talking about the O.J. Howard situation. O.J. Howard, Achilles, out for the season. That's pretty much what's going to happen. When it finally, I think the report came out, but I think we already know he's not going to be back for the season. But we have to be careful with this game. This game is it's a win. We're gonna win. It's a tricky game, but we'll get to that in a second. Nick Foles, Tom Brady, Matt Nagy, Bruce Arians, Cleo Mack, Tristan. There's a lot of matchups that we can talk about in this game. Bears defense versus the Bucks offense. The Bears with Nick Foles, they do look a little different than Mitchell Trubisky. It was coming. We're not facing Mitchell Trubisky. I wanted the Bucks to face him again, Mitchell Trubisky, because he put a number on us a couple years ago. He put a number on us. I remember that game. He looked like a all-pro quarterback. I wanted the Bucks to do a number on Mitchell Trubisky. I really did. But unfortunately, he got benched. And Nick Foles is taking over. Now, the last time we saw Nick Foles and Tom Brady match up, and it's not an individual thing, but to put them two quarterbacks at the front, it was in the Super Bowl. The Eagles and the Patriots, and we know how that story ended, right? Brady had a crazy good game, and he still lost because the Patriots defense failed him. So now we fast forward. Foles go to Jacksonville. He gets, I don't know why Jacksonville gave him a lot of money, but they gave him money. Produce. Jacksonville gets rid of Nick Foles. Nick Foles gets signed or traded to the Chicago Bears. And this was the inevitable, folks. To be honest with you, I would rather face Nick Foles than Mitchell Trubisky because Mitchell Trubisky is a mobile quarterback. Nick Foles is not a mobile quarterback. He's a part of the small group of quarterbacks that's like pocket passers, which is a benefit for our defense. And which leads me into this segue into our first matchup between the two teams that I want to specifically focus on is Nick Foles versus the Bucks defense. Chicago's offense, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery. Outside of that, Tariq Cohen is out for the season. Outside of those two guys, what can the Bears do offensively against the Bucks defense? I'm gonna get straight to it, folks. I just don't see Nick Foles moving the ball against our defense. Now, granted, we did get a little punched a little bit in the face by Justin Herbert, which I'm not too happy about. But hey, Justin Herbert, he looked good against the Bucks defense. But I just don't see the Bears offense doing anything against the Bucks defense. It's hard to fathom that. Like, I don't know what parallel universe. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I don't. Well, I do. It's hard to say. David Montgomery, he's not an elite back. He's a good back. I think the back at Iowa State right now, Bryce Hall, is better than David Montgomery, but that's a whole nother story. I just don't see it. It's almost like I don't have too much to say about this matchup. I have more to say about another matchup than this matchup because the Bucks defense is just too raw. Yeah, we got picked on by Teddy Bridgewater, and that was second half garbage yards. And yeah, we got a little roughed up with Justin Herbert, but we shut him down in the second half or fourth quarter. But it doesn't tell the story about the secondary, against Nick Foles. And when you have one receiver that's really a threat, that's not going to be enough to beat the Bucks defense. It's just not going to work. This is going to have to be a knockdown, rock 'em, sock 'em, drag 'em out defensive game. I think the Bears defense is more stronger than the Bears offense. Does that sound right? Can you say the Bears defense, kind of like the Bucks? The Bucks defense is at the forefront of the team, just like the Bears defense. But the difference between the Bears and the Bucks is the Bucks got a better offense. That's the difference. The Bucks have a better offensive team than the Bears. But if you had to put the two teams up front and say who is leading the team, Bucks defense, Bears defense. You think the Bears are 3 because of the quarterbacks? No. It's their defense that's keeping them in the game or keep them close. And their defense has been playing a little iffy, but they still they are a very talented team. on defensive side. And all those players have been in the system for a couple years now, so they know what they're trying to run. And one of the things that they do have is a front seven. Remember the guy I was always referring to? I refer to him every now and then. He goes by the name of Roquan Smith. He a thumper. Him and Devin White are very similar. Devin White's a little bit bigger, but Roquan Smith and Devin White is very similar. Very fast linebackers, very disruptive. And I'll get to the Bucs defense in a second, but I want to talk about the Bears defense. Some of the key matchups as I flip this around, because as you can see, I didn't have too much to say about the Bears offense. It's what it is. It's not going to be enough. But the Bears defense versus the Bucs offense is a very, very interesting matchup. I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of good matchups. But I can focus on a couple that can be the telltale, the difference of the game. Now, granted, the Bucs offense does have injuries, and I'm looking at the injury report right now as I look on one of my multiple devices. But the Bucs do have an injury list, and I'm gonna read it out to you for a second before I get into the matchups. Mike Evans, ankle. We know this is gonna happen. Leonard Fournette, ankle. I don't know how bad the ankle is with Leonard Fournette. It's pretty bad, I guess. William Golston, neck, limited participation. Chris Godwin, hamstring. I thought it was a concussion, but did not participate in practice. O.J. Howard, Achilles. We already know what the situation that is. Rob Gronkowski on the injury report, shoulder, limited participation. LaShawn McCoy, ankle, no participation. Scotty Miller, hip and groin. He'll fight through that. He didn't participate today. JPP, knee, and Justin Watson, chest. Like, this is ugly, folks. Like, this is a lot of people that's nicked up. A lot of people nicked up. And it's kind of like, it's one of them situations where we just hope that we can get through this game healthy. But it's not going to be easy. But I still believe that the Bucs defense, the Bucs defense or the Bucs offense will be able to move the ball. Now, let's get down to the trenches. Now, the Bears front four, not bad. They're very aggressive. They're an attacking and a very aggressive front four, led by Cleo Mack and King Hicks. Inside pass rush. And what do you do with pocket passing quarterbacks? You push the pocket backwards. Now, the Bucs O-line versus the Bears defensive line. Now, we've done a good job. We did a good job. Well, the Saints game was just like, it was all over the place. But the Panthers D-line with Derek Brown and Brian Burns, not enough. Too young. The Broncos D-line without Von Miller and Jarrell Casey, really. Just Bradley Chubb. That was easy. The Chargers defensive line, no Melvin Ingram. You get what I'm saying? So we caught some D-lines. Broncos didn't have Von Miller. So we caught some D-line star player. Or one of the star players. They weren't fully healthy. So, hey. It ain't my fault. It's y'all fault. It is what it is. But this team, they don't really have major injuries on their D-line. They're one of the few teams defensively. They have the ability to stay healthy defensively. So Cleo Mack, of course, I want to pinpoint that particular player. He's a game wrecker. Tristan Wirfs has done a great job up until this point. His first test was Cam Jordan. Did a good job. Did a great job. His second test was Joey Bosa. Hell of a job. Now he got to deal with Khalil Mack. Now, mind you, he's going to get some help. I think his help, he's getting less and less help. They're leaving him on an island now. Because if you go back and watch the Chargers game, they did leave him on an island. 1-on-1 against Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa is a very athletic pass rusher. Tristan Wirfs is a very athletic right tackle, aka future left tackle, and Tristan Wirfs did a hell of a job on Joey Bosa. And I saw a lot of one-on-ones, with Joey Bosa, and he held his own. And I saw a little bit Alex Kappa helping him in certain situations, double teams on the run game. So he's getting help in spots, but they're giving him more and more responsibility to block one-on-one. And I like that, which allows us to utilize the O-line in other ways to help on other areas. Slot protection to the left to help number 76 out. Because Tristan Wirfs is fine at right tackle. I think he's going to do a good job. Now, maintain 60 minutes of blocking Cleo Mack. I have a good chance that I think he will. I have faith in Tristan. Cleo Mack is a hell of a player, but I think Tristan Wirfs is going to hold his own, and I think we're going to be able to contain him. Now, the thing about the Bears line, it's a collective unit. So they kind of feed off each other. Like I said, if you watch the Bucs, they're very aggressive. They got a good front seven, Roquan Smith. Like, you got to remember, folks, I keep calling this dude name out because he's a problem in the run game. And can the Bucs run the ball effectively like they did last week? You ran the ball against the Panthers. Well, in the quarter, outside of that, the one run by the Fournette was kind of like the difference. That's what kind of made the numbers look kind of big. But against the Chargers was the best running game, the best looking running so far this season, in the first quarter of the season. Because now we're in the second quarter. Well, we're in the second quarter now. So last game, the running game looked really, really good. And Rojo ran with a purpose. He did. He's taking advantage of the opportunity of Fournette being hurt. Keyshawn Vaughn is a rookie. LaShawn McCoy can't stay healthy. So Ronald Jones is trying to siege the opportunity to take the starting job by the Bullhorns. And if he runs like he ran Sunday against the Chargers, we're going to be in really good shape, because I believe that this won't be like the Chargers game. You get what I'm saying? This game won't be like the Chargers game. So keep in mind, folks, as the season progresses, teams are going to get more and more comfortable with what they're trying to do. The cream of the crop, the cream will rise to the top defensively. And the Bears have one of those units that they're not a bad unit. Out of all the defenses we played, now the Saints defense always give the Bucs problems. The Panthers, the Broncos, and the Chargers defense are not better than the Bears defense. If that makes any sense. Fuller, Jackson, that's the back end guys. They're pretty good. They're not somebody who could just, this is San Diego Chargers defense. No, that's not how it works. Every week is different. So if you think that the Bears defense is going to look like the San Diego Chargers defense, or the Broncos defense, or even the Panthers defense, every defense is different. Defenses matches up with offenses differently. Does the Bears defense match up good with Bucs offense? According to these injuries. It brings us down a little bit. It all depends. Can Godwin play? Can Evans be 80%? Can WW Gronk step up? Can Cameron Brate step up and face this Bears defense and be able to move the ball through the air? Because we're going to have to move the ball through the air. The Bears ain't just going to lay down like the Chargers and let you just run all over them. That ain't going to happen. Because I got respect for the Bears defense. I'm giving respect where it's due. I'm not going to sit here every game and be like, they're just going to run through everybody. No, that's not how it works. Got to show respect to the other teams and some of their star players. You can't be that naive or that silly act like every team we play, we're just going to run through them. That's not how football works. If you play football, it doesn't work like that. We've seen top teams struggle. You saw the Chiefs yesterday. Some teams just got your number. So the Bears are gonna play us with some aggression. They're gonna try to match the Bucks' aggression with their own. So it's gonna be some tough sledding in certain down distances, certain run plays. It's just not gonna work. You can't get 5 yards every carry. It's gonna be a struggle. It's the Bears. It's the Bears defense. You can't call them trash. Oh, the Bears defense ain't that good. Okay. So I guess everybody play just not gonna be good. Now they're not that good. The defense not that good. We got all these weapons. Have respect for some of these teams' defenses. Humble yourselves. Be objective. Can't be that conceited as a fan base to think that we're just gonna run through every team. We're gonna struggle in certain downs and distances, in certain parts of the game. That's what the Bucks offense look like right now. We're gonna struggle sometimes. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get frustrated. You see me get frustrated. You're gonna see some frustration on Thursday. But I got faith we're gonna win. And I'll get to that. I'll get to that in the end of the video. But it's gonna be some frustration, folks. So if you get frustrated, if you find yourself frustrated this Thursday, it's okay. It happens. You can't blow everybody out. You can't put up 5 touchdowns to everybody. You can't run for 100 yards against everybody. It doesn't work like that. So this game, do not be surprised or super mad. It's okay to get mad and upset, but don't be surprised that we struggle in certain areas of the game, certain parts of the game. First quarter, maybe half of the first. I don't know, but we're going to have some moments during the game. It's going to be like, what's going on here? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the first to tell you. I'm going to have some moments like, what are you doing? Ronald Jones dropped in the ball. What you doing? What you doing, number 76? Yeah, I'm going to have those moments during the Bears game because the Bears are a little bit better defense than what we've been facing. Just prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to be a little upset this game. We're going to win, but just be prepared. Don't get super mad. It's just a part of the game. The Bears have a respectable defense. We gotta start. I understand the fan base is hungry, but we gotta start respecting some of these teams moving forward now because these teams are better now. You know what I'm saying? Like Bears, Packers. I mean, Saints will always play us tough. Chiefs coming up, Packers. You gotta respect these teams. You're not gonna just blow everybody out. Everybody's not gonna be the Chargers or the Broncos or the Panthers. Those are top 10 picking teams. The Bears are like in the middle of the pack because their defense is gonna win them at least 6-7 games. So what I'm telling y'all is, when you see Ronald Jones getting hit by Roquan Smith or Eddie Jackson or Cleo Mack or Akeem Hicks, don't get mad. Brady is struggling through the air for a certain part of the game against Kyle Fuller and them, Eddie Jackson. Don't get mad. It's the Bears defense. If we don't score 40 points, don't get mad. If we don't score 30-some points, don't get mad. It's okay. Thank you for the super sticker, Ghosts of Judah Tribe. Appreciate it. But we will move the ball. We will. They got Clinton Diggs. You know, they picked him up for some strange reason. But we're gonna move the ball. They got Ted Ginn. I'm looking at their roster right now. They just got good. They got good. Robert Quinn, Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn. Like they got rid of Leonard for Leonard Floyd, and they replaced him with Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn problem. Robert Quinn is a problem. So this game will come down to a couple plays. This not like our games do. Most games come down to a couple plays. The question is are those plays going to be on the Bucs side? Because we got to run the ball. We're gonna have to try to run the ball. And I say that for a reason because, I mean, do you really want to throw the ball 40 times, 45 times against Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn? Let's just start thinking like clearly. We got a super chat here. Sorry about that, but you wish. Shouts out. You appreciate the super chat. Facts. During game day, the chat showed a lot of hate talking about Brady being washed. We should have kept J-Dub, traded OJ Howard, etc., etc. We just need to be patient. There you go. You wish said it right there. Like, it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay. I'm going to show frustration, but you wish kind of broke it down. And these topics that come up about hating Brady and still talking about the third string quarterback of the Saints and what are we doing? Like, it's okay to be frustrated with Brady, but hating, I can't hate on nobody. Because I'm a football guy, so I respect past accomplishments and current accomplishments. Can you be frustrated at certain people? Nobody is immune to being frustrated at, right? Oh, you can't talk about him because he's not playing well. Yeah, you can. You got to remember, you got to be able to separate emotions and football. Some of you are too emotional. Personal attacks, all that stuff like that, against players. Like, what are you doing? Like, we're trying to cheer for the team. It's okay if Brady throw a pick. It's okay to say, hey, damn, what are you doing, Brady? If he throws a pick to Kyle Fuller, it's okay to be like, what the hell, Brady? Or Eddie Jackson. It's okay. It's okay to say something about it, but let's not get personal and get all emotional about it. It's so if Ronald Jones drop a ball, I'm gonna say something, but I'm not gonna get personal. I'm not gonna attack the man to be attacking. Like, ah, damn, like, keep it on the football field. Get your emotions out of the football game. You're not playing. So Thursday, let's get back to this. Appreciate it, you wish. But Thursday is gonna have those moments. We have moments of every game that we struggle against these defenses. And Bears won't be any different. We can't convert every third down. The Bears got a decent defense. They're not going to just lay down. These are professionals. But we're going to win. If Mike Evans is 80% healthy, we're still going to move the ball. Scotty Miller, if he's 70%, we're still going to move the ball. If Ronald Jones can run like he ran last week, we're going to move the ball. If W.W. Gronk get in the game and get some catches, we're going to move the ball. If Cameron breaks up, we're going to move the ball. If the O-line block like they're supposed to block, we're going to move the ball, pass and run. It's just going to be moments against the Bears defense. It's going to be like, really? What are we doing? Are we going to start slow? Oh, are we going to start fast like we always do? Number one in the NFL in first quarter points. We have great first drives. We really do. We have great first drives. Number one in the NFL in first quarter, like, points or something like that. But then after that, we get a little wishy-washy. Against the Chargers, we had a bad first half, and in the second half, we came out and murked them. We Reggie packed the Chargers in the second half. Ran right through them. So can we put together this Thursday? Can we put together a full 60 minutes? I'm getting to the meat and potatoes because I can do a lot of filler and all that stuff. I just want to know, like, can we put together 4 quarters? Like, just like, ain't don't have to be perfect, but just 4 solid quarters, like 4 good quarters. You know, penalties are low. We moving the ball. Not a bunch of 3 and outs. We score a couple touchdowns, kick a couple field goal. Play really good defense. Shut down Nick Foles and David Montgomery and Allen Robinson and Cordell Patterson on kick returns because he's gonna take it out the end zone. Outside of that, there shouldn't be much difficulty. Special teams do their job and making sure, because we're going to score some points, and making sure Cordell Stewart don't have a long kickoff return. Because, every time he catches the ball, hopefully Ryan Suckup kick the ball out of the end zone. Because if Cordell catches it at the back of the end zone, he's bringing it out. He has no fear. Special teams going to do their job. They got to cover the kickoff returns really well. They got to cover the punt returns really well. They got to make field goals. They got to punt the ball good. It's the same thing, folks. It's a team effort. No one man is going to win this game for the Bucs. There will not be one guy will not be the reason why we win the game. It's never like that. So with the Bears, we'll win. We have a better coaching staff. We have a better roster. Even with the injuries, we have enough depth to beat the Bears. Now, are we going to blow them out? I don't know. Score prediction coming up in about 1 minute, but you get where I'm going with this. This is a dub. It's a dub. How else do you want me to cut this? I got straight to the meat and potatoes. Offensively, we're going to move the ball. There's going to be some frustration. Defensively, we'll shut the Bears' offense down. They don't have enough firepower offensively. Unless, for some strange reason, Nick Folk looked like Aaron Rodgers looked like he did yesterday against the Falcons. And oh, by the way, the Falcons are 0-4. What's wrong with the Falcons? Fire Dan Quinn. Fire Dan Quinn now. Y'all keep holding y'all back. But unless Nick Foles come out and look like Aaron Rodgers and making everybody look good, only way the game is going to be super close. So the score prediction for this game, I'm going to say this. With injuries at receiver, we're going to put up 27 points. The Bears will put up 10. 27-10. That's my prediction. Matt Nagy, you're going to hold this L along with Nick Foles. You're going to be 3. We're going to be 4-1. As I predicted before the season started, that we're going to be 4-1 going into the Packers game. I told y'all. It's working out exactly the way I told y'all. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the video. Maybe I'll post it in the description box. We're going to be 4-1. 27-10. We're going to beat the Bears. We're going to have a solid game. We're going to look a lot better. We're going to look better. We're going to play better than we played last week. If that makes sense. I know, the Bucs put up a lot of points against the Chargers. Yeah, but that was a tale of two halves. We're not going to go down to the Bears. We're not going to be losing to the Bears. We're going to be up the whole entire game. Brady's gonna death by 1,000 cuts. Brady's gonna move the ball efficiently, good throws, get rid of the out route. No more out routes to Justin Watson. Both pick sixes were to Justin Watson. So stop throwing him those stupid out routes. Okay? Bruce, Brown and Leftwich, scrap that now. Me and the Bandits and the Pirates have told you, and even big media, we have told you, stop running that play. Thank you. And as long as we cover our T's and dot our I's, cross our T's, dot our I's, we're going to be fine with the Bears. They're going to put up a little fight in certain moments because they got a good pass rush with Akeem Nixon and Cleo Mack and Robert Quinn. They're going to put up a little fight. So, number 76, I need you to block Robert Quinn and maybe Khalil Mack if they switch him around. Okay? Tristan Wirfs, I'm not worried about you. The interior, as far as Jensen and Ali Marpet, I'm not worried about you. Well, you got to deal with Akeem Nicks. He's probably going to line up on Addis Kappa's side. They're going to pick on Addis Kappa with Akeem Nicks. If we can control the Bears pass rush, because that's their strength. Front 4 and 7, that's their strength. Their secondary is okay. It's not world beaters. It's not like world beater secondary. Nobody has a world beater secondary for real. Like, let's be honest. Like, if the Chargers were healthy, I think they'll have a world beater secondary. But nobody has a world beater secondary. Patriots kind of got the best secondary collectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beast secondary. The Ravens, beast secondary. Just if you had to stack them up like that. The Bucs secondary is nice. But nobody has a world beater secondary. They can be tough at times. But we're going to move the ball. There's going to be moments that we can make a big play. Or Tom will be able to make a big play. The seam route, the vertical route, back shoulder. Those are there. The deep crossing route with Scotty. Those are going to always be the patience. Patience. As long as turn the ball over, as long as he play a clean game, even with one turnover, I think even with a turn, we're still going to beat Bears. It don't matter. We're going to beat Bears, period. I don't care how Brady plays. We're going to beat the Bears. We're just better than them. We're just better than the Bears. Period. No more discussion. Period. It don't matter how bad we play. We're going to beat the Bears. Because the defense is going to win the game. They're going to shut the Bears out. The Bears will be lucky to score 10 points. How about that? The defense will get some sacks. It will have some turnovers. Brady's going to have 250, 320, between 250 and 320 yards passing. A couple touchdowns. Solid game. On to the pack. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's my prediction. 27-10, the Bucs will beat the Chicago Bears. The graveyard for quarterbacks. But shouts out to you Bears fans. You can keep hope alive thinking that you're going to go somewhere with Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky, which I think he's a backup quarterback. I don't even think he's a backup quarterback. I think he's a third string, really, but I know Bears fans, it's frustrating to not have a quarterback. And the fact that you're relying on Nick Foles, and we beat Nick Foles last year. We ran Foles out the game last year in Jacksonville. If I'm not mistaken, the Bucs defense made Nick Foles got benched because of the Bucs defense. Nick Foles didn't look good against the Bucs last year. Am I correct on that? Nick Foles got benched last year for Gardner Minshew. Minshew mania. So now he's with Chicago and think he's going to do anything with the weapons he got now. Even with the injuries, we got more weapons. Period. A better scheme. If we got to turn up on the Bears, we can turn up on the Bears. It's a short week, so we're going to look a little sloppy, trying to recover and lick our wound. But thank God the NFL, or thank the NFL gods that they set the schedule up so perfect. And it's so interesting about the Bucs schedule is all our primetime games, like, our nighttime, like Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night, is against weak quarterbacks, like weak or average quarterbacks. Why the Pack game and the Chiefs game not primetime at 8:20? Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. Why are we playing these Giants and Raiders and Bears on primetime? Find that very interesting in the NFL. But thank you, NFL, for giving us the easy games on primetime, because we're going to get that dub. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section of the game. What do you think the Bucs defense is going to do against the Bears offense? Is it going to be a shutout? Are they going to get more than 10 points or under 10? Tell me what you think. And as far as the Bucs offense, even with the injuries, speedy recovery for O.J. Howard and Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and Scotty Miller and Justin Watson. We'll have some receivers ready available. Trust me, we got enough. We'll get somewhere. And we got a running game. That feels good to say that. We got a running game. It's amazing when you can commit to the running game. It makes the team look so much better, don't it? It just like, we got a running game. Like, if we stick to the guns. Chargers last week, Sunday showed us, stick to the guns. We got a running game. I know the primetime games are weird. Giants, Raiders, Bears, and Rams, but not the Chiefs and the Packers. I only think the Saints are primetime on week 9. Why they give us the trash games on primetime and the good games during the day? I don't know. None of my business. I'm not an NFL scheduler guy, but I would rather see us play the Chiefs at 8:20 where everybody can watch us, and the Packers at 8:20 where everybody can watch us. But they gave us they did us a favor, because we're gonna look good in these primetime games, and they gonna know who the Bucs is, even though we still don't get the respect some of them. But it is what it is. So for those of you that was not on the Bucs bandwagon when we was losing games from way back in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, or after the Super Bowl and for people like Skip Bayless, all of a sudden want to jump on the bandwagon, and these other people want to jump on the bandwagon. You didn't show us no love before, so guess what? Stay off the bandwagon. We don't want it anymore. We good. We good. But anyway, yeah, Malcolm, right? Yeah. The better teams are at home. The NFL did us really good. I'm telling y'all, If y'all need to look at that schedule really carefully, the NFL gave us a perfect schedule this year. If we can't navigate through this schedule, something's wrong. This schedule is set up so perfect. It's like a give me schedule. All the easy games are prime time. Teams that are not going to be in the playoffs. Got a couple of decent teams, but outside of that, we should be able to navigate through the schedule easy. Think about it, folks. Panthers, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Giants, Falcons twice, Lions. That's 8 wins. 8 off the top. This schedule this is why I tell y'all, it is a no excuse this year. You can't, I don't want to hear it. No excuses. The schedule is set up easy. It's not even about, it's about the bigger picture. Go look at the schedule. It is easy as hell. I just gave y'all 8 wins off the top. Even without injuries. That's 8 wins guaranteed. And we could throw in another 3 or 4 wins like easy. How can you not win at least 11 games with this schedule? It's absurd. If you can't win 11 games on this schedule, we have major problems. This schedule is too easy. So, salute to everybody in the chat room. Like I said, this will be a victory for the Bucs. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section. And make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that being said, how y'all like it? First quarter of the season completed with 3-1. Bears going to Chicago Thursday. That's a dub coming up. We're going to be fun with Packers. At home. At Ray J. We'll see you soon, Aaron Rodgers. You know, I seen you flexing yesterday last night. You won't be doing that against the Bucs. Anyway, with that being said, to all my bandits and pirates and everybody across the Bucs community, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, keep doing your thing. Keep supporting. Keep representing the Bucs because you know I am. Other than that, I think that's it, folks. I look forward to seeing y'all Thursday live stream. Be ready for that. Get ready to celebrate 4-1, as I predicted. We're gonna be 4-1, folks. I'm strapped in. Are you? No excuses. I told y'all. It's going perfect. It's going exactly the way I wanted to go. We're going to get to the Super Bowl. We're going to get to the Super Bowl. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're going to find a way there. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. No risk it. No biscuit. Kind of, sort of. Hashtag ain't no chill. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag you can get mad all you want. And you know what I'm talking about. Spoiler bus. Period. Buckles lock out.